You ever get the feeling you're being watched?
Good morning, folks. Welcome back. We've got one of those nifty, cool, automatic coffee maker machine, 1 cup at a time. It is cool, like a cool thing. Forgive the change of location. We have a cold snap here in Northern California, and it is currently about 38 degrees in my garage. And I'm well insulated, but I'm not that well insulated. So we're going to do a little bit of wet sanding on the Les Paul today here in my lovely dining room. So the decals have gone on, they have dried, and I have clear coated it quite a bit. But as I twist this, I think you'll be able to see. Let's go the other way. If I go this way, you can kind of see the edges of the decal. So what we're going to do is we're going to very lightly sand the top of the clear coat, trying to get it, again, just like with the digital camo on the Les Paul. I have a level of clear here, I have a level of clear here. I'm going to try to sand this down so that there's a lot less difference. Then we'll clear coat it again, they'll both come back up, then we'll clear coat it again. And hopefully we'll be close to where we need to be, because Christmas time is coming. And I've got to get this guitar done for my boy. So this is just 800 wet dry, water with just a little tiny bit of soap, like 1 drop of soap in it. We're being super careful because I do not want to go through the clear coat and into the decal, because I would be not the happy camper. Because if I mess this part up, then I have to get new decals from England, which, as you can imagine, is not going to go too quickly here during the holiday season. They're not terribly expensive. I get them from CROX Guitars, C-R-O-X Guitars. Super nice chap, super fast shipping, and a greatly informative website on how to pick out the correct decal for your Gibson guitar. I would never advocate putting Gibson decals on a non-Gibson guitar, because that ain't right. Some of them, if you can see here, let's do this. Some Gibson logos have the dot on the I connected to the G. Some of them do not. Make sure you get the appropriate one for your make and model of Gibson guitar. If you've watched any of these videos, I think by this point you will have noticed I do a lot of sanding. Sand, 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 sand. Sand and coat, sand and coat, sand and coat. Yeah, we do it a lot. And that's just kind of the nature of the beast. Okay, I have swapped over to my handy dandy Guinness key fob, which is just a little block of rubber, because I'm sanding down a little more of the non-decal part of the headstock than I want to. Because the idea is to get the height of the decal itself down, the clear coat on top of the decal, and not the area around it. Because again, we're trying to get that all the same level. So we're getting close. I could probably have actually named my YouTube channel Watch James Sand Crap. Because that's a lot of what's on the channel. But if you are into finishing guitars, refinishing guitars, fretwork, then that's all kind of part of it. And you just kind of smile and take your bite of the sanding salad sandwich, I guess. I'm not pressing down with hardly any pressure at all, because I would rather sand this for a long time and kind of creep up on where I need to be, rather than sand it for a little bit and go, oh poopy, I have sanded too much. Because you can always sand more. You can't sand less. You can't unsand. Alright, we're getting there. Just for fun. You can kind of see that lightened part. Where it's not getting shiny. Yep, she's getting close. Whoops, I guess we're not recording there anymore. We have gotten, I think, about as close as I am going to get. I'm starting to see just the slightest bit of change in the gold on the Gibson decal. Just a tiny bit. And so we'll kind of look here and you can see the areas that have been wet sanded are now kind of flat-ish looking. And I've tried to stay away as much as I could from anything outside of the decal. And so now it is back to the spray booth. We'll wait till the temperature ramps up this afternoon. We should be able to spray a couple coats on today, maybe another coat the next day, maybe another coat the next day. We'll just have to see how the weather goes. Let it cure for a couple of weeks, and then it's wet sanding, polishing, and then reassembly. So Wow, she's kind of cruising along here, but there we go, the Gibson Les Paul Studio. One step closer to being a functional guitar. Have a good one, folks. There's a deer just over the fence.
Cut.
Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the invisible guitar today, because I apparently neglected to bring one up. It's cold in the garage.